Hi everyone, it's Jessica. How are you? I'm over at my friend Debbie's dog sitting for her over the weekend. She's got 9 dogs and they are absolutely amazing. So if you hear dogs barking in the background, it's okay. They're the sweetest little things. But she's just got this beautiful yard. Let me show you. There's this beautiful yard, and all the way down past the big tree is a little man-made lake. It's so pretty and peaceful out here. You just hear the crickets and geese and owls in the morning and late at night, frogs. But anyway, I thought I'd hop on here and talk about what consciousness is and what I've learned about consciousness. Consciousness is who we are. Okay, we are, at our core, we are awareness. We are a soul that is energetic, and each one of us have a core frequency, an energetic vibration. And where we've been living not understanding this, I think people understand that they have a spirit, okay, spirit, soul, okay, but I think we've always lived from our mind. A lot of people, at least I did. I'll just speak for myself. I've come to learn that, I didn't have an awareness of anything outside of what I had been raised to believe and the stories I created around my experiences growing up. And I think a lot of people that experience trauma, this is what happens. I think we compartmentalize things, and we base our value and worth around these things that have happened to us. And we do it unconsciously. I mean, it's totally unconscious. I mean, we just don't realize. You don't know until you know. So meditation is what helped me to get out of that fight or flight response that my brain and body had been conditioned to being in. It's survivor. It's survival, rather. And that's not to say that I don't sometimes still get triggered by things. I was the other day, and like I said in my last video, I took a couple days to work through some things, because every time you get triggered by anything, it's a clear indication that there's something within you that needs to be healed. So for me, meditation took me to a place of being able to unwind from the thinking mind. And when I was able to let go of those thoughts over time, just being aware, having the awareness of those thoughts and letting them pass, eventually I realized I still existed beyond those thoughts, and that there was more of me present, not the mind, but the soul. And the evolutionary shift that we're moving into is being present with our soul, being conscious and moving into our heart space instead of moving through life in our mind. What are we going to do? How are we going to do? Oh, we've got to feed the kids. Oh, I got to get here. I got to get there. Oh, so-and-so's got to get to ball practice. And then how am I going to do? And I got to go to work, and I got to go to the store, and I got to do, and we get so wrapped up that we're not even really enjoying life. We're only living life from that place because that's what we've been taught. And there is more to life than those things. And, over time, I came to understand my consciousness expanded to a place. Now, this has taken 4 years now, so, you have to pace yourself. You cannot hurry through something like this. You just can't. Everything unfolds as it's supposed to unfold for each individual soul. But over time, I was able to come to a place where I realized that I was one with God, and that I was more than just this body and this person that I've identified myself with, that there was something even bigger than that, outside of who I have created myself to be, and that I could change that. And it led me to the Bible. It led me to the Kabbalah. It led me to the Torah. It led me to the Apocrypha. It led me to the Gnostic books that have been kept out of the Holy Bible. It led me down all kinds of paths to try to discover and seek for truth. And I think truth is what you make of it. It's up to each individual person. There are many paths. My path ended up being the Christ consciousness path. And Christ consciousness is unity consciousness. It is a state of being. It is an expanded awareness or an expanded consciousness where you realize that you are one with everything, and that God is everywhere and in everything, in you, in me, in the trees, in the dogs, the cats, our friends, everybody. God is everywhere, in everything, all the time. And it helped me to realize that I could look at every single thing that ever happened to me in my life as a lesson, so to speak. And I know that's triggering for a lot of people, because how do you, I'm sure you might think, how do you look at something that was done, an abusive situation that happened to you? How can you literally forgive this person and look at this from a whole nother perspective? I can tell you that it took time, and it took a lot of meditation. It took a lot of soul searching and a lot of understanding to realize that everything here that we're going through is happening for us. And it's not happening to us. So we're getting out of victim mode, and we're shifting into complete and total responsibility for every single thing that ever happened to us, because prior to our incarnation, we chose these things. And that was shown to me, that we all have existed in realms outside of this realm. And I know that's kind of hard to hear, and I'm speaking my own truth. And that everybody has agreed to play a role, and we're all playing a role. And it's for our expansiveness. It's for our expansion. It's for us to grow and evolve. Can you shift your perspective and look at something as, what can I learn from this? Can you shift your perspective and look at the person that might be triggering you? And can you, just for a moment, pretend, okay, just as a practice, pretend you're looking at yourself, and that it's you talking to yourself, or your best friend, okay, if that helps. And how would you respond to yourself? How would you want to be treated if the shoe was on the other foot and you were the one having a fit and triggering somebody? How would you want this person to react with you? How can we step outside of ourselves and look at everything around us as another version of us? And we just have to improve that other version. It's tricky and it's challenging, but it can be done. Pretend that everybody's a mirror of you. And every single thing that you don't like about that person, every single thing that they say and do, how can you respond in a loving way? How can you not be reactive to it. This is where true power comes from. This is when you step into your divine, true power and nature. You step into soul. And you stop giving away your power to people, and you stop allowing situations and circumstances to take you out of your place of peace. This is what being conscious is, what being more aware and expanded states of perception. So I challenge you, along with meditating every day if you can, if you're doing that. I hope you are, because I promise you it's just amazing. Even if you can't meditate, just sit outside and just look around you. Just look at the trees, listen to the birds, look at a blade of grass, feel the wind blowing. Look at the clouds moving in the sky, and don't force anything. Just sit and be. Just sit and be. Okay? That's a form of meditation. Just be. And then when you go to work or you're out in the store and somebody triggers you or somebody cuts you off, in traffic, don't flick them a bird and start cussing and chase after them down the road, because what is that going to do for you? Absolutely nothing. You've just shifted your whole state of being. Your energy has just shifted. You've changed your vibrational state of being. And we are energy, like I said, and we have vibrational frequency that we hold. And we're shifting those vibrations constantly, several times during the day. I mean, this is a constant thing we're doing. So try not to shift into the lower density vibrational reactions to things. Fear, anger, jealousy, hatred, all of those things that lower your vibration. Try to think in higher vibrational terms: love, peace, joy, happiness, bliss, understanding, forgiveness, patience. Just do it for one day. I challenge you, one day. Pretend that everybody outside of you is you. And you're going to respond to every single thing from a place of love and compassion. And watch how your entire vibrational, energetic body, spirit, everything around you changes. You won't know until you try. I'm not here to force anybody to believe anything. Just try it. Find out for yourself. Okay? Love you guys. Bye.